Hi everybody, welcome to our Trinsics. I'm Liz. Welcome to my craft room. I do all kinds of creative things in my craft room. I do painting, I do junk journals, I do glue books, I do collage. And I was going to show you today, it is December of 2025. I was going to show you today my Christmas box. The things that I have collected to make either a Christmas junk journal, Christmas cards, Christmas ornaments and crafting, Christmas crafting things. I'll show you my box. Before I do that, I made these cute little Christmas trees. I just took some paper scraps of my painted papers from my collage kickstart, green, red, and just the green, red, and some, no, just the greens and the reds. And then a yellow star that I used some glitter on. I used some glitter paint on them, and I made a whole little stack of them. But they're so cute. They're just so cute. So I can use these to make cards with, or just to add some fun accents to a page if I want to. And yeah, they're just these little, and I put the strips of paper on the back of packaging that comes in like Amazon. So let me show you where my Christmas box is. Hang on. Christmas cards box. Not Christmas. No. Ugh. This is my Christmas box, and I've contained it to one container. So come on over. How's that? Cool. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Got this bin on clearance at I think Menards. Okay, you want to get an above shot? Lovely. It's just a fun box. It's really cool. Let's just take things out piece by piece. It's kind of organized the way I do my Trashy Journal cart in sections. So, but I haven't looked in this since last year, so I know it's the middle of December and I'm just now bringing it out. But this Ziploc bag is full of fabric. Some really pretty fabrics to make ornaments with, or page or covers, ribbon, lots of different ribbons that I found at thrift stores or wherever. Clearance, a lot of it. Happy Holidays ribbon. Got some sparkly ribbon, glitteries. You can get the fabric squares at Walmart too, and I remember getting this as a fabric square. Really pretty, and this as well, this gingham. This was a cloth bag, a gift bag, and I cut that up, and it has all these cool squares of Christmas trees on it. So I've used that in different ways in my journals. And then why is there, oh, check this out. Red and white envelope paper. Oh my gosh, this is Salvation Army. This is like gold. Oh, that's not in the right package, but so there's that. And then I have a box of my old Christmas cards that I can use to either cut up. I mean, isn't that cute? Truck and stuff that I can use in Christmas envelopes. That's some fun envelope stuff right there. And I kind of like the stamps. Those are fun stamps. And what else do I have in here? Yeah, mostly just cards and some stationery. I have this in there too. This was from last year. Jewelry thing that kind of doesn't belong there. So Christmas cards. even have a little note here of a Christmas junk journal kit that I was thinking about putting together, but I never did. So maybe next year. It's too late now. Here's a Christmas bag that I cut up and I used to create something else with. So those are scrap pieces of those. I have this, and I thought I was gonna do like a Christmas card a day type of thing. This is just a photo album that I found at a thrift store. And wouldn't that be kind of fun? Just do a little Christmas collage a day, or this could be a December daily for several years because it's quite thick. I don't even know how many pages are in here. But that would be a really simple way to do a December daily. Just do a very little book like this. Find it. Or just find an old photo album like book like that and then add your own Christmas accents to it. And there you go. Cover it up with pretty Christmas accents. This bag is more ribbon, and I made some washi tape. This is double-sided tape. No, that's actually, yeah, well, what is it? I know, it's double-sided tape with tissue on top of that, and on top of the tissue is where I decorated it. So I have some blue, some green, some polka dots, just some fun patterns on that. And some stickers, some winter stickers from my Creative Memories days. I have a little blue pack and a blue cards. Sometimes I like to go with blue for a winter theme. Some more ribbon that needs to go in the other bag. Oh, how dare I? That goes in the other bag. Oh, and I did some doodling on a piece of sticker paper. A green pack and these are scraps. These are very smallish scraps for green and red decorating on pages. So I like to contain things that are like objects. You know what I'm saying? Like objects to like objects. More of the stickers. Some words that I've cut out of magazines that are Christmas themed, like from books. And another good thing you could do is take the Christmas cards, if you already used the cards, and you could copy the sentiment on the inside. And that would be another way to have words in your book. And what else? Oh, this. Oh my goodness, this should be on the refrigerator. But I wonder if I have more than one of these. But yeah, Pen and Gear. This is a Walmart, I believe. Just a little Walmart clearance thing. So that bag is a little bag of stickers and scraps of reds and greens. What else? I have this whole roll of stuff, and I've never used it. So any ideas on what to do with this? This is this ribbon wrap. I have a white Christmas tree. It's like a winter tree, but I never use it on this because my tree's not that big. I think this would be something for a really big tree. I don't know. You can use it for coverings. Okay, more bag of cards. Now these are the kind of cards that are old that I've taken apart that I can use the fronts of. It's either they've been cut, and then I have this part. So a lot of times these cards can be cut up and used for tags. I've done that before. That's a stamp from somebody. That's nice. And here's the sentiment that I was going to make into a tag. I put a little hole on it, and there's a little snowman on the back, and that's a tag for your Christmas present. And then these are just all the fronts of the cards. Yeah, these are just cards in different forms, and for tags, for pages, for whatever you want to use them for. You can cut them up and make pockets out of them. Yeah, lots of extra cards that I don't need anymore and will not use for giving cards. I stopped giving cards. There's a couple people that I still do, but not many. Here's my tissue and wrapping paper bag. So red, stars, green. There's the bag of bags, probably a clearance item. This cool Christmas paper, that's little children holding hands. And some Mickey Mouse paper from my mom, actually. This was in her stash, and she had a whole bunch of it. So I still use this, still have some down in my Christmas wrapping box that I use for Jubilee. This is fun too. These are little squares. So these are wonderful for junk journal. If you can find some some wrapping paper that have little squares like this, pretty cool thing to use in a lot of different ways. And in a lot of different ways. I've got door crisp wrapping paper, this wrapping paper. So yeah, wrapping paper and tissue. And I've got, there's more of this, more of the Mickey Mouse stuff too. Got a lot of that. So thanks, Mom. And she's been gone for a long time. Many Christmases have passed since her. This bag, oh, this is like from a pair of sheets, a set of sheets. My box. And this has all kinds of stuff in it for like magazines and papers, some packaging. There's some bags in here. Magazines. Did I say magazines already? So these are what this bag, and this is stationery. I had a whole bunch of this stationery at one point. And it just makes nice pages. So I have Christmas magazines in here. So Southern Living, Peace on Earth. And you look in here and there's just, oh, whoa. Craft-A-Lanch. Lots of pictures in here for making a spread. You know, Christmas present right there. Cut that out. Hershey's Kisses, Christmas tree, another Christmas tree, Christmas scene. So large things, small things. That little picture right there would make a cute little piece in a glue book. All those rectangles right there for glue booking or pockets or an accent. So magazines, lots of those. I have that one. I have the Vermont Country Store magazine with lots of toys in there. Shiny and Bright Flea Market. I don't even know where some of these magazines came from. Farmhouse Christmas. The Company Store, November 2021. So I've used this and I've put other things from that already in my other journals. Better Homes and Gardens. Better Nutrition, because I like the boxes on the front. It's like, okay, what about recipes? Put recipes in your junk journals for Christmas. Natural Grocers, holiday deals. So lots of different catalogs and magazines. What was this one? I might have used the cover for this one. This is a gift magazine of some sort. Here, what's this middle thing? Shop PBS, what? I don't even know. But all kinds of weird little things in here. Look at those birds on the top. The stained glass birds, those are pretty. Socks. You know, I might pull this one out for my... You know, there's some Christmas stuff on here I can put in the bag. But I am going to put this magazine into my glue book stuff. My goodness, I'm looking at this little thing. It says Troublemaker. This clock purse. Ah, oh, these are great. You see, putting like a sweater on a person or on a bottle person for a glue book. Okay, new ideas. That's what happens when I get into stuff. New ideas happen. I'll set that aside. Okay, aside means on the floor right now. So I'll toss this back in here. Okay, I was looking at the magazine. So we had all magazines. What else is in here? Oh, I got some sort of a kit from a store that was going out of business here in town. It was it was sort of a scrapbook store, but it was this whole kit and this winter thing. So I cut it all up. It's like a Scandinavian. So I took an envelope and I put all of the pieces of that and some magazines and book pages, and I put it all in one little place here. So I can just grab this thing right here. It's just like, It's one of those photo envelopes you get from school pictures, and I doubled it and just made 2 pockets out of it. So yeah, that's a fun thing right there. Fun. And all of that is in this container. Have to contain my containers. What's this? Oh, this is my blue pack. So I like to have blue things if I want to do like a winter theme one. So I have some blue snowflakes, blue paper, blue paper, blue tissue with blue on it. What else is in here that's blue? A little blue wrapping paper. And if I find anything else that's blue, I put it in this bag. And we're almost out of the bottom. I found this book once upon a time, the night before Christmas, and I thought, oh wow, how cool. Then you look into it, and it's like, it's not great. That's pretty, and that's pretty, but it gets kind of weird. I mean, look at the Santa. He's not, yeah. If I was a little kid, I'd be like, I don't know about him. Anyway, so I took some of the pages that I like, and that's a good one right there, Santa and his sleigh. So there's some good pages in here. And I also have another little book of Christmas carols that Jubilee has right now. That is a children's Christmas carols book, and that has some really cute pictures in it, and I can photocopy those. Here's my Christmas stamps bag. I don't have very many, and they're not that great, to be honest. This bag, or box, this little thing, this was a Gummy Bears box. And it has little tags and clusters that I've made. I love these things. And then this box is a box in a box. I'm running out of room here. This little box has little tiny clusters. And they're so pretty. Oh, and some extra ribbon. Oops, I'm throwing things on the floor. This is a paper clip. Isn't that cute? That's just darling. And you even see, there you go, a very happy family. And then little tiny tags. Oh, these are little bows. The red ribbons are bows. These are bows. A little tiny tag that can go in a little tiny pocket. Another little tiny tag with a little tiny picture on it from a magazine. So these are like my little tinies, my sweet little tinies. And now they don't fit. Here, go in there. Did I drop one? Yes. Okay. What's next? Little red bows in there. But yes, this is all my tags. And this was an old tag that I just kept, and I will redo the back. I actually made some journals, and we had a Christmas sale at our church, and I put this on that box. I sold a few. Stamps, if I find some Christmas stamps, I'd like to put them in here. Here's a bunch of little tags. I have a printable that I will link below that has all kinds of things in it that are great for cutting up and making tags out of. It was probably just a printable from one of the sites that is very common. I don't even know. I haven't made a printable in a long time. Oh my gosh, it might be on my other computer that I threw away. I'll find out. If I find it, I will put the link below, and you guys can get a free printable. It's a Christmas printable. No cards. Grunge them up with some Distress ink and put some little images on them. Very easy way to fill a pocket. And take your sewing machine and make some little tags out of that. Yeah, I think I just went nuts one day and just made a whole bunch of tags, book pages. This is a triple pocket. Oops, there's more than one there. So I got a pocket on the top, middle, and the bottom. So, yep. That's what those little squares on that wrapping paper are good for, right there. So lots of things in here. And here's my Christmas pins. So if I go somewhere and want to look festive, here's a little snowman. Got Christmas trees and fun things in there. So yeah, these are all like pocket fillers. And so where do I put my little Christmas trees? I think I put them in here because it's ephemera, right? That sounds like a good plan. Let's put that in there. Add my little box back in. Okay, what's left? I have one more magazine that just doesn't quite fit. A Martha Stewart Living, but isn't that elegant? Look how elegant that is. Look at all those patterns for blocking. Oh, so fun. She's just got everything up in nice squares for us to cut out and use on a page. Thank you, Martha. And that technically needs to go in here, but I think this bag is full. So that is all of my Christmas ephemera and supplies for making a Christmas junk journal. And let me go to the closet again and get my books. I'll show you those really quick. These were fun to make, fun to make, fun to make, fun to make. This is my very first journal that I ever made out of cardboard, napkins, yarn, and I won't go through them all really quick, but who was I watching? I don't remember her name now. But if I'll put a link below. She's very famous. I can't think of her name now, but I found her junk journaling videos, and I was hooked, and I couldn't wait. I remember the very day I started putting this together, everything about it was just so joyful. Pockets and tucks and cards and ribbon, everything. Some cool paper that's now stuck in here in the bottom. Anyway, just love it. My very first one, and I don't have a date on here. I wish I did, but this was clear back in maybe 2015. I'm not quite sure. So that was my first one. Then I think I made this one, and I need to put this one out. I remember last year Jubilee liked playing with this one. And this is just a Christmas glue book, and lots of different things in here as well. A lot of collage. A lot of collage and different things. Pockets and things, big ones, little ones, candy wrappers, ornaments, not ornaments, but cards. Lots of cards, lots of fabric, lots of different things. Candy wrappers. Lots of fun. Oh, these guys, all these cool Santas. So this was a fun book to put together. Oh, I think I've got a video on some of these pages. Flip outs. Oh, so fun, so fun, so fun, so fun. And then I made a little blue one. This little tiny darling. Do I have a date on this one? The other glue book I made in 2000. I thought I put a date on this one somewhere. Put my name on it. 2020 and 2021. So this took me 2 seasons to do, because you only work on it for about a month. But this has lots of fun things, and this is just a blue one. I loved all the blue stuff. There's my mom's paper, a bag, got cards, lots of little things. And it's just a doll. It's just sweet and charming, and I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Yeah, and a verse at the end. And 2020. So I was working on those 2 at the same time. And this is a December daily from 2019. Now this is made from a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer book that I got from a thrift store, obviously, and all kinds of fun things. This was a joy to make, but quite involved. So I haven't made another one of these since, because it was involved. But man, my creative juices were flowing on this one. I had to extend the page because I didn't want to cut off the name. You know, a lot of times when you do these books, when you use these books, you have to, you know, cut off a chunk of it because of the binding. But I didn't want to do that, so I extended it here and I extended it on the other end. And my spine is nice and thick, and got a dangle here with some pins on it for closure. And yeah, it's a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer book. And all of these pages are filled with notes from a prompt list, December daily prompt list that I don't know from where. But it's just full of lots of things, stamping and cards, writing, fabric, obviously the book, and doilies. Whoops. Got all, those are my Christmas cards from that year, from my people, from my friends and family. A bag. So there's lots of things in here. And I've got flip throughs of all of these books in different places in my, I should make a Christmas playlist. I think that's what I need to do. Favorite recipes was one of the prompts. Mocha Crinkles, that's one of our favorite cookies. And that's more that printable. So, Better Homes and Gardens, right there's a little rectangle. Makes a cute little accent on that page. Winter Solstice, Christmas gifts that were given and gotten. And then Silent Night, some cards from my friends. And more clusters and pockets. I think there's a picture in there too. Christmas Eve festivities. And more cards from the people who sent us cards. And I can't hold this anymore. It's falling. It's too big. And then all kinds of things. More of that printable. But what a joy this was. And I look back on, I'm going to have to look through these again. And in fact, I think I need to pull these out for Jubilee to look at because she hasn't seen them since last year. So I forgot to put these out. I remember putting them out last year, and she would look at them and look at them and look at them and look at them. So I will put those out. I will not return those to my closet. So that is my Christmas box, my Christmas journals, and this is a Christmas video that I hope gives you some inspiration and ideas. And like I said, I will try to make a Christmas playlist, and I will link that below. Do I know how to do that? I'll make a Christmas playlist, and you can go on my channel and at least find it. And then I will add the link, if I can find it, the link to the printable that I made up of the reindeer and some other things. So that's this video. And you know what? I forgot, you guys. Love you. Love you guys. Thanks for being here today. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday and trying not to get too stressed. Okay. All right. Take care of yourself. All right, friends. So glad you're here. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care. And as always, God bless. Bye-bye.